Coal and petroleum. Introduction. Scientists believe that the Earth was formed about 4,500 million years ago and life originated about 3,500 million years ago. It is believed that life originated in the form of unicellular organisms. Over millions of years. Complex and multicellular forms of life evolved from these simpler forms of life. Man is the end product in this journey of evolution. Man is dependent on nature for its daily needs and comforts. Nature has provided us a variety of plants, animals, minerals, and fuels along with water, air, and soil to sustain life. All such materials which are used by man for his survival and welfare are called resources. Some of these resources are found in nature and are called natural resources, while some have been made by man and are called man-made resources. Natural resources may be renewable or non-renewable. Renewable resources are those that can be replaced in nature almost at the rate closer to their rate of use. Some natural resources are forest, sunlight, air and water. Non-renewable resources are those which cannot be replenished. Some non-renewable resources are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Utilization of resources. Green leaves of plants prepare food by using water and minerals from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air in the presence of sunlight by the process called photosynthesis. Animals, including human beings, need this food along with air and water for their survival. They get oxygen from air, water from different water bodies, and food from plants and other animals. Human beings use the resources of earth in many ways. For example, we use metals like iron, copper, aluminium for constructing buildings and making machines. We use rocks and soil to construct houses, roads, dams, etc. We use fuels such as coal, petroleum and natural gas for cooking, running vehicles, producing electricity and running machines in factories. Fossil fuels. A fuel is a substance that can be used to produce heat at a reasonable cost. A fossil fuel is a fuel that is obtained by dead remains of living organisms. They are formed naturally. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are fossil fuels. Coal is formed over millions of years when dead plants get buried inside the earth. All living things derive their energy from the sun. Hence, indirectly, fossil fuels also derived energy from the sun. Fossil fuels are the concentrated sources of energy. They are the most important source of energy. Fossil fuels can be used for various purposes like burning, running engines, generation of electricity, etc. They take millions of years to form. Hence, once used up, these resources cannot be renewed before millions of years. Coal. Coal is a fossil fuel. It is black in color and is hard. It is formed as a result of decay and burying of remains of plants. About 300 million years ago, the earth was covered by dense forests. Due to some climatic changes, they died and were then covered by mud and sand. Volcanoes and earthquakes added to the debris collected over these trees. Under the heat and pressure of the earth, the trees got converted into coal. Coal contains carbon. The process of conversion of wood into carbon is called carbonization. The age when this process took place is called Carboniferous age. Types of coal. Coal mainly contains carbon. There are other substances also present like hydrogen, oxygen and traces of nitrogen and sulfur. Anthracite, also known as hard coal, it is the best variety of coal containing up to 92 to 98% of carbon. Bituminous, also known as household coal. This variety contains about 60 to 80% carbon. Lignite, also known as soft coal. This variety has about 30 to 40% carbon. Peat. This is the most inferior quality coal. Coal finds its use in various fields. It is used as an industrial, as well as domestic fuel. It is widely used in thermal power plant for the production of electricity. Coal is also used in manufacturing benzene, phenol, etc. It is used in the manufacturing of synthetic petrol and synthetic natural gas. It is used in the extraction of metals. It is used to make coke, coal tar, and coal gas. Destructive distillation of coal. On heating coal strongly in a closed tube in absence or limited supply of air, various components like coal tar, coal gas, ammoniacal liquor, and coke are formed. This process is called destructive distillation of coal. Coal gas. Coal gas is a mixture of gases like hydrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. It has a high calorific value. It is used as cooking gas and for lighting purpose. It is also used as a reducing agent due to the presence of hydrogen. Coke. The percentage of carbon is more in coke than in coal. Due to its high calorific value, it is considered to be a good fuel. It is widely used in industries as a reducing agent. It is useful in production of industrially useful substances like water gas and producer gas. It is used in the preparation of acetylene, acetic acid, and polyvinyl chloride. It is also used for manufacturing steel. Coal tar. It is the black liquid obtained on destructive distillation of coal. It is a mixture of about 200 different carbon compounds. These can be separated by fractional distillation. Coal tar is used to surface road and waterproof roofs. Some useful organic compounds like benzene, toluene, phenol, and naphthalene are also obtained from coal tar. Ammoniacal liquor. A solution of ammonia in water is called ammoniacal liquor. On reaction with sulfuric acid, it gives ammonium fertilizers. Impact of coal on environment. In spite of being highly useful to mankind, coal and petroleum cause a lot of pollution to the environment. Drilling of oil wells disturb the marine ecosystem. In case of any leakage underground, pollution of water bodies takes place, which is very harmful. Combustion of hydrocarbons produces carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. The latter is very harmful to human and animal health. The global environment should be protected, and at the same time, one must realize that the development largely depends on these substances. Petroleum. Petroleum is a fossil fuel. It is also called rock oil. It is a complex mixture of various solid, liquid, and gaseous hydrocarbons mixed with water, salt, and various earthy particles. It is viscous in nature and possesses a foul smell. Formation of petroleum. Petroleum is formed from marine plants and animals that have died millions of years ago. On dying, these creatures reached the bottom of the seas and oceans where they were subjected to the enormous heat and pressure of the earth. It was the action of various bacteria which further changed them into crude oil. This crude oil then got trapped between the layers of impervious rocks. Petroleum occurs as a viscous liquid that is lighter than water and insoluble in it. It is found accompanied by natural gas. Petroleum is a non-renewable resource of energy. Extraction of petroleum. Crude oil is drilled out through the rocks where the natural gas comes out first with great pressure. When the pressure reduces, crude oil is pumped out of the well. In India, the work of exploration and production of petroleum oil is done by ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, and OIL, Oil India Limited. In India, oil is obtained from oil wells in Assam, Gujarat, and Bombay High in the deltas of the river Godavari and Kaveri. Oil refineries. The plant where crude oil is processed is called an oil refinery. A refinery mainly has a distillation tower where the process of fractional distillation takes place. The various hydrocarbons present in petroleum have different boiling points. As the number of carbon atoms in a hydrocarbon increases, its boiling point also increases. This property of hydrocarbons is used to separate the different components of hydrocarbons by fractional distillation. The crude oil is heated up and different components are obtained at different temperatures. The components are separated from bottom to the top of the tower, that is, heavy to light fractions. Various products obtained include petroleum gas, gasoline, kerosene oil, diesel oil, fuel oil, and residual oil. On further fractional distillation of residual oil, the various products obtained are lubricating oil, paraffin wax, asphalt, and petroleum coke. Separation of crude oil. Refineries also perform the function of purifying or removing the contaminants from the oil. Sulfur is removed from gasoline in a refinery to make it less polluting. Various products obtained from crude oil are propane, ethane, gasoline, kerosene, diesel fuel, and asphalt. Petroleum is often referred to as black gold. The useful substances which are obtained from petroleum and natural gas are called petrochemicals. The petrochemicals provide the raw materials for the preparation of a large number of substances. They are used to make medicines, ointments, and cosmetics. They are also used to manufacture materials like synthetic rubber and synthetic fibers. Constituents of petroleum. Diesel generators. Uses. It is used as fuel for heavy motor vehicles, electric, and in agricultural operations. Petrol. Uses. It is used as motor fuel, aviation fuel, solvent for dry cleaning. Kerosene. Uses. It is used as fuel for stoves and lamps. Petroleum gas in liquid form. Uses. It is used as fuel for home and industry. Lubricating oil. Uses. It is used in lubrication of machine parts. Paraffin wax. Uses. It is used in ointments, candles, Vaseline, etc. Natural gas. Natural gas is a domestic and industrial fuel with a high calorific value which can be directly piped from the production wells to the houses and industries. It is a very clean fuel which causes no pollution on burning. It is widely used in automobiles as CNG, compressed natural gas. In our country, natural gas fields are found in Tripura, Jaisalmer, offshore areas of Mumbai, and in Krishna-Godavari Delta. On being heated strongly in the absence of air, it forms carbon and hydrogen. This process is called pyrolysis. CH4, strong heating, C plus 2H2. The carbon so formed is used as a filter in rubber tire industry. It is also used in preparing ammoniacal fertilizers. Conservation of fossil fuels. The wise and judicious use of fossil fuels is called conservation of fossil fuel. Conservation of fuel is necessary because India produces only about 30% of petroleum that we need. We import the rest. The exhaustible resources like coal and petroleum will be finished soon if we do not manage them properly. We should adopt following measures for conservation of fuel. Alternative sources of energy such as solar, wind, and biomass should be used in place of fossil fuels. Do not waste or misuse fossil fuels. Use these fuels only when it is necessary. Manage fossil fuels properly so that they can be used for longer period of time. It is better to use biogas as a domestic fuel than the fossil fuels. It is a cheap, pollution-free, and convenient fuel.